Hey guys, in my question based learning series, the question for day 3 is what happens if the root user removes the primary group that grants EC2 access to an IAM user John while John is actively logged in and using the EC2 service? How does this change affect his ongoing and future EC2 access? So let me first explain you how the policies are evaluated on AWS platform. Now, whenever a user does any operation on AWS platform, for example, launching an EC2 instance, terminating the instance, creating an S3 bucket, or let's say setting the permission on a bucket, or cross-region replication, or deploying a Lambda function, basically any operation that you try to perform on AWS platform or you try to access, create a resource, it is an API request to the service. Okay, so whenever you are making an API request to a service, very first thing what it does, it evaluates your policy, it evaluates your permission. So it will check, let's say John is trying to access EC2 service, so it will check if John has the right permission to access EC2. Does John has the EC2 access policy been attached? If yes, it gives you it provides access to John will be able to perform the operation. So basically the policies are evaluated when a API request is made. It will not be continuously evaluated. So let's say John is trying to launch an instance, it will check if John has rights, and policy is evaluated. If permissions are there, it allows John to launch an instance. Now, as per the question, while John is launching an instance, the primary group of the user John is being removed by root. So what happens to this operation, the launching instance operation? So the answer is ongoing operation is continued. Ongoing operation is allowed, but new API request will be denied. So the current API request is allowed, new API request will be denied. Okay, so let me quickly show you, walk you through a demo. I have created user John, and if you look at the permission of John, which has got EC2 full access policy been attached, and this policy is coming from group. So the attach is a group. Okay, group name is EC2 access group. So from here the policy is coming EC2 full access. Now I've logged on with John, and John has got an EC2 being deployed, EC2 instance. I'm trying to terminate this instance. While I terminate this, I'll simultaneously remove the primary group of John. So for that, what I'll do, I'll go to user group, select the group, and I'll initiate delete, and here I make the things ready. Okay, while this is, so I'll not hit delete. First, let John initiate terminate operation. As you know, terminate will take some time because it has to first shut down the operating system and then terminate will initiate for the instance. So let me initiate terminate, and simultaneously I go to John, I delete the primary group of John, and you can see it got deleted. Now John does not have any policy been attached. If you see, there is no permission. So, and let me check. Here the operation is still in progress. It is shutting down, and you will find, and you can see there is an alarm status which highlight that the permissions are denied. So let me just refresh, and in some time you will see, I'll just pause the video, and once it is terminated, I'll resume it. As you can see, the instance is terminated. Let me quickly go ahead and let me try if I can launch the instance. I should not be allowed. You can see you are not authorized to perform the operation. So it started giving me the error, and the new API request is denied, but the ongoing operation is continued. Okay. Uh, yeah. So I hope you found this information useful. So please subscribe to my channel for more such content. Stay tuned for my next question. Until then, keep learning.